Shalom, family trendsetter. I'm a little bit under the weather, so please bear with me. Now, I'm sure many of y'all are aware that Jeffrey Epstein was found dead in a cell, apparent suicide according to the news. Now, I'm just going to be straight up with this shit, right? Straight up. Y'all know this shit didn't go the way how they're reporting it. You know what I'm saying? This man had so many dirt on these politicians, so many information that I'm sure he would have actually plea bargained with the prosecutor to try to get a lesser sentence. And if you don't understand how these devils work, let me explain. No matter how political correct they appears to be, there are devils, deceivers. That's what devil mean, deceivers. These people will kill their own mother to cover up their evil deeds, their wicked criminal behavior. So y'all want me to believe and others to believe that Jeffrey Epstein decides to off himself, you know what I'm saying? After how many months he's been in jail now, he decides, okay, you know what? This is the time for me to kill myself because I know I'm facing hard time. Let me explain how this shit work also, family. See, Jeffrey Epstein been rubbing elbow with a lot of powerful politicians, a lot of powerful world leaders. And the same thing Jeffrey Epstein was involved in is the same thing these devils was involved in as well, such as Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton. Because remember the Pizzagate scandal that they just kindly, you know what I'm saying, quietly, I should say, swept underneath the rug? You know what I'm saying? You don't hear that much about that anymore. Jeffrey Epstein was connected to a bunch of powerful people, including the Prince of England. So they didn't want all this shit to be exposed because I can guarantee, right? Like I said, Jeffrey Epstein was going to use all this information as a form of plea bargain. You know what I'm saying? Because you have a lot of people trying to go after these powerful people. Like I told y'all, 2019 is going to be the year of revelation. And it would have been a year of revelation if he would have been able to testify and bring forth all this information. So what they simply did, they got together and somebody decided, you know what, we're going to put out a hit on Jeffrey Epstein. Now the question is who? It's just so many people you can point a finger at. You know what I'm saying? So many people that was affiliated with Jeffrey Epstein. So I know a lot of y'all might say, well, yeah, it's possible that he killed himself. Yeah, it is. Anything is possible. But you have to ask yourself, why would he wait this long to do so? Now, I know they said, according to the news, he tried to do it before and they had him on suicide watch. So if he tried to do it before, this is where you got to really and truly peel away the onions and shit, right? If he tried to do it before and they got him on suicide watch, how was he able to carry it out this time? Because when you're on suicide watch, you're being monitored 24/7. You don't have any access to anything that you can put around your neck. So how the fuck so conveniently, right now that he's on suicide watch, surveillance, he's able to hang himself? It kind of reminds me of a person they call Sandra Bland. Remember Sandra Bland, family? The one that was looking forward to start a new career. She according to these devils, she did a traffic infraction. They took her to jail, and all of a sudden she decided, you know what? This ticket that I'm going to get, or this limited time I'm going to spend in jail for disobeying whatever the law, I'm going to take myself out. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing that they always lead to. I remember I made a video some time ago where you had a black man hung in the back of his truck, right? And they try to say this man went in the back of his truck and killed himself, hung himself in Indiana. Because I travel Indiana frequently, so I know how that place is. You know what I'm saying? So they just want to see the easiest thing they could just throw out there. Well, suicide. Once you say suicide, then that's the case closed. So they want us to believe that Jeffrey Epstein, a man that have powerful ties, right, to all these different elites and shit. And I do say elites, and I mean that shit too, right? You had this motherfucker, Bill Clinton, used to go to his resort. You had Donald Trump. There's another one that used to, rub elbows with this man. All of a sudden now, he's about to come out and testify. I think they said at one point he was going to try to cooperate and shit with the prosecutor. All of a sudden, this man ended up dead. Under suicide watch. That's a key phrase right there. He was found dead in a cell, right? He was found dead in a cell. So when you're on a suicide watch, you're supposed to be monitored 24/7. So didn't they see him committing this act before he did it? You know what I'm saying? How was he able to even get whatever apparatus to use to hang himself with? You know what I mean? We as a society, family, we are so fucking conformed to whatever the media tell us. We just roll with it. I can guarantee you in another week or so, if that long, this shit's just gonna be like ghosts. It's just gonna be another story that just came and went. But I just wanted to give you my take on it. I know a lot of y'all think like me that this shit is not coincident that he basically alleged suicide, because that's what it is, alleged suicide. You know what I mean? Unless they can show proof that he actually did the shit. And if they can show proof, then they should have stopped him. Because remember, he was under suicide watch. Remember, he was on a 24-hour surveillance suicide watch. How did he kill himself?